Hi students, I'm hopeful that you guys have enjoyed the previous lectures and you are practicing continuously on those lectures. As you know that we have learned about how to insert the components in our drawings, and you have seen in your list that there are multiple types of components in our list. But you may have find out that most of the components that you want to use in your drawings are not present in that list. So you have to make your own symbol for those components, and you can even make your own type of components that are already available in the list. So it depends on you what type of components or what type of symbol you want to insert in your circuit. Like you can see there are different types of push button. You can even make another type of push buttons, but for that you have to learn how to make a symbol in AutoCAD Electrical. So this is one of the basic topic of AutoCAD Electrical. Now, whenever you are working with a client and make a typical type of drawing with different types of symbols and the different types of components that are not present in your drawing, so you have to make those component symbols, and you can even save those symbols in your list, in your components list. So we will also learn how we can make a symbol and we can insert that symbols for future uses. So first of all, you can see in this drawing there are different types of symbols, and you will find out that these symbols are not present in your icon menu component list. Most of the components and most of the component symbols are made using different simple AutoCAD commands to make an electrical symbol. So these are different types of symbols. You can see this is a motor symbol, but this is a different something different than we are using in our circuits, and you will find many other symbols in the list. So these are actually blocks, different types of blocks, and these blocks are defined and their attributes are accurately defined for inserting that component as an electrical component, and we can even connect wires to those blocks. So here we will learn to make this type of block, and we will assume it is a type of connector for our own convenience, and we will also try to insert wires and insert it in different types of circuits, that symbol, and we will also learn how we can save those symbol in our list, in our component list. We will also make it a simple block in simple AutoCAD block. We will make it as a symbol block, and we will also make it as a block using symbol builder. So we will also going through the different differences. What are the differences of making it as a simple block and making it as a symbol builder? So what will be the differences of those different blocks, and we will see in detail in our next lectures. If you click on the component, you will see its name. So you can see its name is HPB11. So H represents the horizontal. It is inserted in horizontal direction. I have already elaborated that type of names, but I want to give you an overview of that type of symbols in this lecture. So PB is its family name. 1 is actually its parent. This value shows the parent or child value, and the next one shows either it is normally open or normally closed. As it is normally open, you can see its value is 1. Now click on that one, you can see its value is 2, mean it's normally closed, and these both are used as a parent component, so its value is 1 because it shows a parent component. And now you can see I have inserted a parent and 2 child of that parent component. It's really cool, and see its name is HCR1. H means horizontal, CR is its family name, and 1 is its parent component. Now click on that one, H horizontal, CR family name. 2, you can see its value is 2, mean it's a child component, and the one shows that it is normally open. And here you can see its last 2 digits are 2, mean it's a child component and it is normally closed component. You can even see in most of the component list these type of names like horizontal, PB is family name, one is parent, one is normally open, and the next 001 underscore 001 shows the unique identifier. We will see what is a unique identifier. You can see there are total 9 blocks here, 9 boxes in the lower list. So I want to insert a simple rectangle command and specify the first corner, and for the next corner I want to give the dimensions like 9.5 for length and 5 for its. So that's my block. I have inserted it here. I want to move it, and so that's my block. What I want to do now is I want to explode that block, but before that I want to give an offset of let's see, offset of 1. Give an offset of value 1. Select the all block, and now explode these blocks. Now I have exploded these blocks. I want to extend these lines, extend this line also. So using a simple extend command, extend this line here, here, and on that way. No need to extend on any other direction. Now trim, using trim command, use enter one time and again enter. You will see the differences. You will see that I can simply trim the lines that I want to trim. So what I want to do now is I want to give an offset line, offset distance of 0.5. Yeah, that's my line. That's my first line, and it's okay. Now trim, again use the trim command in the similar way. Trim these and this line. Now one important thing is I want to use DP type. I want to change the point style in that way. Its point size is alright, and divide. I want to divide this line in 9 sections because there are total 9 boxes here. So I want to divide this whole section in 9 blocks. So use the divide command, select the line, and now number of segments. It's 9. You can see it's divided in 9 segments. Another simple way is I have used this line. I can use the offset command. Either I can use the line command and draw the lines here in vertical direction, or another way is use the offset command and give it scale distance of 1. We can even use multiple offset property, but there are multiple ways to insert these type of lines in our drawings. Now remove all these circles, crosses. Another thing which is I want to insert an offset here again and give the same distance of offset. Above there are 3 boxes, so I want to use another one also. Now trim the remaining line in a similar way. Make these 2 blocks here. Use offset command, offset distance of 1.5, offset of that line. Use a line command. Let's suppose I want to start that line here in that way. Again use offset command, and its value is 1. These are 2 blocks. So trim all the remaining lines. That line I don't need these lines, so remove these lines. Now you can see it's my block is now almost prepared. What I want to do right now is I want to use a command which is which is multi-line text. You can even try on single line text, but I want to use multi-line text. I'm not going in detail how, where, or what are the benefits of using multi-line text, and so you will find it while practicing on these things. So I want to insert, its name is R, and you will see it's too big for my box. So rescale it up to value 1. So sorry. Rescaling it up to value 0.8. It's fine now. What I want to do now, we can even change these different types of text. So that's my text justification is middle center, and or even middle left. Middle left is fine. Change to block, bold line, italics, and we can even select different type of styles from here. So I want to insert the simple text. So that's my text now. What I want to do now is copy this text, specify the insertion point. I want to select that point and insert that text in all the blocks. It will be easy for us to make changes to these text in our drawings. Now changing it to S and the next one to D, change it to S and that one to T. R03C. I will have to rescale it. R03C. Let's rescale it to value 0.5 or 0.4. It's fine now. R03C and R03B. Copy that one. You can see I am using the simple AutoCAD commands for making a block. Now changing its value to R03B. It's fine. Move to another values, UVW. Change it to UVW. UV and W. Here is no text, delete that one. Sorry, delete that one, and it's 24 volt. Change it to 24V and rescale it to 0.4. V is inserted. Its value is now DL1, rescale it to 0.4. Now remove these three from here and insert the same DL1 value in the two other DI1. This value is DI1. Copy. So that's our block now, and you can see it's almost ready.